Can your ketones go too high? Well, we are going to answer that question in this video, and if you have been watching us, you know that Keith just finished a extended fast and had some pretty astounding ketone numbers and glucose numbers. And we're going to share those charts with you. But first, you want to share about...
Yeah, so we get a lot of requests to kind of review products and maybe promote them on our channel. And we don't say yes to much, just because, you know, we need to test them to make sure that they're going to do what we expect them to do. We don't want to promote anything to you guys that's not going to work. This company is Omega Power Creamer, so these are made with MCT oil, ghee, coconut oil. There's a vanilla, there's a cacao. They've got some other flavors too. But they offer to send us a couple of these and try them. So we tried them over a number of weeks, and or at least I did the testing.
Yeah. I didn't want to prick my...
No. So, but I did check my ketones and my glucose, and these perform just as well as using just straight MCT oil, and they do have a little flavor with them. You do need to blend them or whisk them. They like a little power whisk thing. You know, we're happy to recommend them, and the folks at Omega Power Creamer have also offered a 10% discount for any of our viewers. Use the coupon code 2FITDocs, and that's the number 2 and then FITDocs is all in capitals. And we'll leave that below the video along with the link to their site. So if you're interested in it, it's kind of a nice, nice for a change.
Yeah. So with that said, you had some charts that you wanted to share about your experience with ketones.
So if you follow our channel for any length of time, you probably know that I sometimes have a difficult time getting into ketosis, period. A lot of times reaching 1 millimolar of ketones is like a fantastic day for me. So I just did this 10-day fast, and I started at 0.0. We're blaming the Japanese food again, right? We'll blame it again. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Probably true.
Yeah, so by day 3, I'm at like a 1.5. By day 5, I'm at 4. But I'll tell you what, days 7, 8, 9, and 10, I was up above 5 in the upper 5s, and even on day 9, I hit 6.0.
Yes.
That is an astounding number, especially for me. Super high. If you listen to our last video, you know that I wasn't feeling great at that point in time. I had like this low level fatigue, and I don't think my mental clarity suffered at all, but it certainly wasn't what I was expecting based on everything I'd read.
Right. Well, there are a couple of things there. So you weren't feeling great, but you wasn't feeling dizzy, perspiring, those types of things where we would think that you were metabolically in trouble.
Right.
But having a ketone reading of 6 puts you beyond a little bit what we would comfortably consider nutritional ketosis.
Right. So there's Stephen Finney and Jeff Volek in their book. They've got this bell curve that kind of shows where your optimum level of ketosis are, and then where you kind of go off that. And hopefully we can show that on the screen. But this reading 6 puts me way over into starvation ketosis, which is probably why I just wasn't feeling good. I mean, my body was not efficiently, using fat, and it was kind of a little bit more of an emergency mode, I think, too. And since you did mention that, I tracked all my glucose too. So based on that bad Japanese food, I started day 1 just over 100 milligrams per deciliter, and it gradually dropped. But towards that end again, that 7, 8, 9 day, I was in the 40s a number of times. At one point, I was at 44 milligrams per deciliter. Now, pretty universally known that when you hit 2 millimolar of glucose, which equates to about 37 milligrams per deciliter, you're in a coma, And so I was 7 milligrams.
Of glucose?
Yeah, glucose. 7 milligrams per deciliter over that. I mean, I was, so thank goodness, right, that I've got ketones.
Right. So your metabolism was saved by the ketones. So your brain was utilizing the ketones in your
Right.
body to function properly, which is why you didn't really lose the mental clarity during the fast. But yes, it was pretty astounding to see the glucose go down. And this is, from what we've researched, this is how oftentimes it will happen with extended fasts.
Yeah, I don't know if these numbers are typical for people on extended fast or not. All I can say is that I just didn't feel great.
Yeah.
I feel that the numbers, I feel that yes, your ketones can get too high. There can be a point where, I don't know necessarily that it's dangerous for you, but it's certainly not optimum.
Right.
And I think that for me, being at 6.0 was definitely at that level.
Right. So, experiment done.
Yeah, done and done.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. I think that kind of wraps it up. I'd like to put this chapter of my life behind me.
Indeed, as would I. So, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.